Hey guys, my name is Ryan.
And my name is Miska.
And welcome to HitScan. We actually got a really interesting article with a lot of stuff in what's coming in Act 3 and some interesting stuff in regards to time frame of stuff coming out. We're getting a new map this act.
Yes, it's a juicy article with a lot of information. And to begin with, the map. So they've talked for a while about hearing feedback around people wanting new maps, and they've said that, oh yeah, we're gonna do it every episode or so, but it is confirmed we are getting a new map for Act 3 already, instead of Episode 2 start. So 2 months early basically, and they're moving Icebox up from Episode 2, and that kind of comes with a trade-off of not getting an agent right at the start. It's gonna be 2 weeks in, but this map is looking really nice, and well, tundra and icy sort of landscape, very similar to those teasers that we saw just yesterday and I guess previously with that player card and such. So yeah, definitely living up to all of that hype. Gonna be interesting to explore this map, find all the Easter eggs, lots of nice little things outside the map. You can see already kind of like a backstory just building around this. It is a kingdom base in the Arctic, and yeah, just looking super interesting. So definitely keep an eye out for more stuff on that, as we will be making videos whenever we can on that stuff. And well, for now, just interesting map. I'm looking forward to getting something new, and this looks a little bit different from some of the other maps we know.
Yeah, it reminds me a bit of Echo Point Antarctica from Overwatch and Shipment from Call of Duty a little bit. Like a lot of the paths look like pretty narrow and stuff. So I'm curious to know what like the gimmick of this map is. Like, you know, you have the teleporters on Bind, the free sites on Haven. So I wonder if there's going to be something that's really clear cut on this map, or whether it's kind of a bit like Ascent where there's not really too much other than like small doors that you can open and close. But it's an interesting map. It is also interesting that you mentioned that the agent is going to be delayed a patch cycle, so that'll be coming 2 weeks after the map. So that'll be the map next week, so October the 13th, and then the agent October the 27th, is that right?
Yeah, that should be about right. But yeah, Icebox coming right as the patch launches. First to unrated and then later on to competitive on October 27th. So there's kind of 2 stages to it. October 30th launch with the map and most things in the patch, and then October 27th the map goes to competitive and this new agent comes out as well. And we'll get to the agent in a bit. For now though, yeah, just to wrap it up, Icebox is looking really fantastic. It seems like we're going to have some more zip lines that go up and down, but also across there that we catch in the flyover of the whole map. A lot of stacked containers and areas that seem to offer more verticality and stuff too. So I'm definitely hyped. It seems kind of like we're getting more of those long sight lines as well, similar to Ascent in a way, rather than those mostly tight corridors around, let's say, Haven, for example, where it's more like short to medium range. This seems like there's kind of a lot of long range opportunities. So definitely hyped about that. A map is exactly what I've been wanting, so them pushing this up and getting it to us 2 months early is a dream come true for me.
I'm really excited for this. It looks like a cool map. It looks distinctly different, and I think we've needed a new map for quite some time. It's crazy that we're able to get this out early, and I know pros that are preparing for First Strike are going to be happy to actually have 5 maps in a best of 5 instead of playing one twice, which has been the case in some other ones. There's also some interesting stuff about the new agent. The reason why we wanted to mention that a little bit later is that we don't really have too much to go off other than a bit of speculation. There is this teaser image, which is of a fox in the woods, very similar to the picture that we put out yesterday in the leaderboards thing. Certainly looks in a similar style to whatever the hell that was. But also, we have the picture of the agent herself. We don't know her abilities, her name, or anything. It's just the image of her. But there's certainly tie-ins to the bird, for example. It's very much going to be the card for the way forward. That's pretty much confirmed to be a teaser for Agent 13, or whatever you want to call it. It's like Lara Croft meets Tangled almost, but it's a cool look. That. It's giving me like Druid vibes more than a Hunter Tamer vibes, just because of the green. So especially with the pet, like it reminds me of the cool Terran Druids, like the almost Wicker Man stuff from World of Warcraft. So she could maybe turn into some of the animals herself, maybe her ult is that she turns into like a bear or some shit like that, something ridiculous. It'd be pretty cool, but like I think you've got this almost like supernatural druidy feel. Yes. But with the hawk, I would imagine that could be like an owl drone. Maybe it's like an arrow that you fire at. It's hard to say. There's like so little to go off.
I think the druid thing, though, the whole druid like characteristic is definitely, I mean, it feels pretty spot on, because it feels like that sort of look to a character, and also the whole the way forward card and all of this. It's all very green naturey, but also you got all these different weird sort of I don't even know what to call them, these odd looking animals that seems to definitely be part of the kit. So
yeah,
looking forward to that for sure. There's not really that much more we can say. We've shown you the pictures. We'll see what everything ends up being, and I'm sure it's not going to be too long. It's very rare for Riot to show this sort of stuff off and then leave it for too long. So just a few days or so, and we should have more on that. Really cool stuff. This picture has a lot of other cool things on it as well, though.
Yeah, all of the skins. They talk about the battle pass as well as tease some of the skins. They're going to be in there, as well as the new Singularity skins. Singularity exists in a far future vast in its journey from beyond. Powerful, abstract, and mysterious. None know where it came from or how it came to be. You can get it on the Phantom, Sheriff, Spectre, Ares, and Melee when you buy the bundle, as well as gun buddies and stuff like that. There's low ping servers coming through. There's obviously the rank changes, which we highlighted the other day. There's a lot in here, but when you're looking for the nitty-gritty of the agent, that's missing. But it would make sense because that agent isn't going to be coming with the act. It's going to be delayed a little bit afterwards, right?
Yeah, October 27th. I just want to get the date correct again. I believe that is when it's happening. So, definitely keep an eye out for that. I believe the Singularity skins are the ones on the left there, though, because that looks very futuristic and mysterious, rather than the ones on the right. So, looking good, looking interesting, and hyped to just see all of the cosmetics, because there's going to be a lot of them, and we get sort of a taste here with the gun buddies. And I think we got some sprays as well, like in the background. You can see just in the sort of very background of the picture, there's a few different sprays and everything. So a lot of cool cosmetic stuff coming, map, eventually agent, and of course the rank changes. Honestly, that feels like it's a huge update. Maybe the biggest one we've actually gotten so far, if we count the first and second step of the Act 3 patches, I guess you could call them. Really good.
I mean, yeah, you're really comparing it with Act 1, but that was the literal launch of the game with a new agent.
Yeah.
Ascent, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, like, it's pretty surprising, I suppose, to see them put out the map earlier, because for those who don't know, the map should have come out in episode 2. I still wonder if there's going to be an animated short, really, because like, this screams like Silver story to me. I don't know. But maybe we won't get that till episode 2, because, animations take quite some time to make, so they might not want to necessarily change that.
It would make sense as well for like the whole episode being a new animated thing as well. So definitely makes a lot of sense and all checks out. I believe that's pretty much it for all of the content, though. I mean, we've gone through a lot of it before, so we're not going to cover everything in more detail here, because frankly, there's not a lot of detail, and what there is, we've already sort of talked about previously, like the ranked changes and refresh. We'll probably cover that when it actually goes live in the sort of patch videos that we tend to make, just so you guys know when the changes are actually in the game. But until then, that's about it, and we'll keep an eye out for the patch on October 13th. We'll probably get to know some more stuff before then, because we always get to know more stuff before the actual patches are out. And then October 27th for the new agent as well. Looking good.
For sure. Yeah, the only question I wanted to ask you in a sentence, or in a word even, and to the people in the comments, what are people more excited to hear more about, the map or the agent? What about you, Miska?
To hear more about? Well, honestly, I'm looking forward to just getting to play the map and getting to really explore it and try that out with like a team of players that I play with at least a decent amount, just so you can try out some fun strats and, fun rushes and all that. I think that's actually what I'm looking forward to the most. Obviously, new agent is exciting, but with so little to go on, it's really hard to say what's going to be, right? So I'm almost going to go with the map there, just because I'm so hyped for another map.
I think most people are just going to gravitate to agents.
Yes.
Like, especially seeing this picture of her, like, I'm very curious to know more about her and her abilities and how she fits into the game. Hopefully we get to talk about Arcane, about her some point in the future. Probably not with the new act, but when her release. But that's everything that we wanted to go over. Thanks very much for watching. Take care. We'll see you next time.
Goodbye.